5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like we skipped the logo there and just went straight in. Hey ho. Mikey pressed the wrong button already.
That sets a precedent for the rest of the night.
Oh, it's always the same precedent. Fucking mess. Just
idiots.
like me at the moment. If there is ever a deficient, a deficient words. I'm going to say words. You guys put them together how you think they are supposed to sound.
TL, hello,
hello everyone.
Hello.
So
and Lee, how do, dude? How are you doing? And thank you for the like as well.
So
everyone, I think also as well, TL, you said hi, Leanne. How are you? But I think that's a comment because she came on the week that we weren't doing it. Bless her heart, she was waiting to see.
Yeah, so apologies everyone. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks.
Right, give us a rundown.
So the first time we had internet problems. Second time...
hi, Rob.
I think that might have been my first... When did you take me to A&E? Was it Tuesday?
I can't remember now.
No, Friday.
I can't remember.
I think it was a Friday. So I went Friday and Sunday, if memory serves me correct. So, what's been happening? Well, I randomly, out of nowhere, developed a disorder, if we want to call it that, where if I sit or stand, my blood pressure goes sky high and I start getting all weird.
Right, forget about the blood pressure. You're getting so when you're lounging or lying down, you're
absolutely fine. Tickety boo.
Right, the minute you sit up, dizzy as fuck.
Yeah, stand up, even more dizzy as fuck, and then start getting all weird tension.
So you're getting a really tight tension headache at the back of your skull and over the back of your head there.
Yeah. So it's all.
And you were also getting pins and needles down your left arm, which was a big worry.
So went to A&E twice because of this. Simon's not letting me mention blood pressure, but
yeah. So your when you take the readings yourself, they're elevated. When you sit and stand,
yeah. When I'm laying down, they're absolutely fine.
If anyone needs anything done while he's laying down, no problem.
I'm your man. Sitting or standing, forget it. So currently trying to get answers for that, get that sorted. It's been a clusterfuck. As anyone out there with anything that doesn't quite fit into the normal remit, then you understand what it's like trying to get answers and help. So this is a bit of a tester. I haven't been doing any gigs or anything. We've had to cancel several gigs. I've got a gig on Saturday, so this is kind of a little tester to see.
Did you say you're doing an hour? Is it
just an hour?
Just an hour. Is it like a festival thing? Is it?
Yeah, so we're headlining Coggeshall Festival, and I haven't got to bring really any equipment. I haven't got to do any heavy loading or anything, so it's kind of the best I'm going to get kind of in the situation. But yes, so that's what's been going on with me. All fun of the fair. What about you, Mr. Simon Lipinto? Sexual Pinto.
I was doing. I was tiling an ensuite bathroom yesterday, and I was changing pickups and on guitars and fitting a front splitter on one of my cars today. So I've had a couple of days off doing recording just to do some odd jobs around the house. Other than that, all good.
We did buy some new web cameras to try and make everything look better, and
they look worse.
They look worse. So we've gone back to old faithful Logitech 920. It seems to be doing absolutely fine up there, so I'm just going to stick with it.
But to be fair as well, we were going to do a Lux thing, but we didn't get around to doing
it.
So
but I don't think it would have made much difference the way it was responding.
Right, anyway, that's you and
your
history.
That's all
right, Lee, how are you? Rob, how are you? TL, how are you?
Yes. How
Lord
are
Nick,
you, you sexy
from
nice.
your mildly moist Harlow position.
Yeah. What have
Homer, how are you?
Yeah. What have you all been up to? Welcome to the clusterfuck of my world, mate. BP meds coming out of my ears. Oh, can I have some? That's the one thing I'm really struggling to get is BP meds. So, and that's not medication from BP Garage.
Rob's got a dislocated shoulder.
Ooh,
dude.
buddy.
How did you do that? What happened?
Oh, yeah, that's... Ooh. I take it it's all popped back in. Is it? What happens now? Has it just got to heal up? What happens with dislocated?
That will be sore for a while, though, even when it gets
dude,
popped.
that sucks, man.
What happened?
Bad times, man. Bad times. So, we're going to do a mixture of the usual, play some tunes, see how they go. We've done a couple just as a practice. Seem to be okay-ish. So, we're going to spoil it all by doing this clusterfuck of a tune. Oh, we need some smoke. That's what we need. Let's get some smoke in here.
Just trying to remember how this goes. I think I'm in.
Shall we test it? Let's have a listen. Yep.
We're there.
Okay. Right. That was a clue. I can't remember how this goes, but hey-ho.
Right.
Here we go. Let's do it.
The commotion mushroom people sitting around all day. Can't believe you, can't believe you, let your mother pray. Sugar! I'm not there at the time, you know. Some people call it insane. Call it insane. I play Russian roulette every day, a mad sport with a bullet called life. Yeah, I'm coming all alive. You know that every time I try to go, I really wanna be. It's already where I am. Somebody did the kombucha mushroom people sitting around all day. Can't believe you, let your mother pray.
I was hearing the overtones, so I can work it out.
Same here.
I think you should really there.
Oh, yeah.
My girl, you know she lashes out of me some, so I just fucking kick her in the. Ooh, baby. She's real. People are always chasing me down, trying to push my face in the ground when they already want to suck my motherfucking brain. Sugar! The kombucha mushroom people sitting around all day. Can't believe you, let your mother pray. I sit in my desolate room. No lights, no music. Just a gun. Killed everyone. Gonna wait forever. But I'm feeling better. How do I feel? What do I say? Fuck you, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? Fuck you, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. 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 In the end, it goes away. Evening.
Oh, God, we did that's so bad.
That was terrible.
It was just fucking awful, wasn't it? Right. So, Jim, hello.
He's
So,
back
I
with
missed
a.
Neil.
He's back with a joke straight
Neil,
in there.
hello. Oh, we missed Neil as well. Can you just knock Neil back up there? Because I've missed Neil.
Shall I
at
knock
the
Neil
top.
up?
Can you knock Neil
Oh,
up
for the
me, please?
opportunity. Okay.
Well, you're good at lying
Don't
down.
you
at
go
the
and do
moment,
man in the
aren't you?
box
what?
with drop tuning? Man in-
No, we do man in the box in the East. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man in the box is.
Old injury from crazy days of mountain biking pops out every so often if I strain it with. Ooh, nasty. This time was moving a 65 kilogram shower enclosure box. Luckily, a wall stopped it from falling on me. Ooh, dude. Do you do a Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon and just slam it against the wall and pop it back in? Neil, thought you were going to do man in the box with a drop tune. No, we tried man in the box earlier. A little bit iffy. Jim says, welcome back. Hope you're well now.
Jim, we haven't seen you in a while. How
Yes.
you doing, man? How are things?
No, things are still shit, Jim, but that's life. Rob, got the technique down to get it back in now. Tender for a few days, but all good. You star. Jim says, everyone should wear the perfume, that's just common sense. Boo.
I like it.
I've just been diagnosed fructose and... Oh, I love that phrase. Fructose intolerant. Rob, please feel free to continue this musical theme for the rest of the stream. Leanne, hi guys, glad to see you back. Mike, hello Leanne.
Hello.
I'm back in some capacity. How that is will be determined by the rest of the evening. Dinner. Flight of the Bumblebee, please, Simon.
Oh, I played it badly. I played that really terrible. I'd like to apologise
That's
to
all right,
anyone who saw
off the cuff, my friend, is not bad.
I did get to see one of my mates play in the... Where did we get? One of the mates in the music room in Ipswich as part of a Metal for the Masses.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
That's very good.
Neil says, lay down, Mike. I'll do the rest. You're a sexy boy, Neil. You know what I like. He knows what I like. I like to do nothing while someone else does all the work.
Wake me up when you're done.
Indeed. Right, we're just going to throw... Oh, Megadeth. What about that?
Where's that?
Segue that with Nelly the Elephant. We can always throw that in. What was I...
Oh, we can do Symphony, can't we?
Yep, I saw that. There we go. Let's try that. Boom. Yep. Megadeth.
You seek a moral man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. symphony of destruction.
I keep hearing the overtone, not the note. Can I have my cans up a touch?
Welcome to my world.
What the fuck is wrong? Yeah, can I have this? I just need that up just a touch, I think.
What's that? The
Guitar. Just put me on the...
oh, tout le monde.
Tout le monde, des amis, je vais faire another French words. They're the last words I'll ever speak.
My fave death tune. Really? That one? They've done something like, what did we do on the last Mayhem?
Skin of my teeth.
That was a great song. And also High Speed Dirt. Really great.
99 Ways to Die. That's my favourite Megadeth song. It's on, I don't know if that's actually on an album. I think it's on, didn't they do like a kind of like, sort of like an album of sort of unreleased tunes or something like that.
Oh, maybe.
But it's just got the best riff. It's like real, you know, Megadeth do really dirty riffs, don't they? It's just, I'll play it to you after the stream. Go and check it out. 99 Ways to Die by Megadeth.
What can we do?
Euthanasia is a cracking album. Well, Neil did ask for, we could do Wood by Alice in Chains. That's how it goes. Believe me.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Do you want to hear it a bit?
Oh, it's in F, isn't it?
Do you want to play a little bit for you? Here's the guitar. Yep.
Thank you.
I thought that was on the track. Thank you.
There, right.
Okay, there we go. Cracking tune, Alice in Chains. That's interesting, Leanne. Megadeth might do a secret set. It's not very secret, is it?
Yeah, she was telling me about it.
Don't be broken by my master. Teach me of child and lover after. Into the flood again. Same old trick it was back then. So I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Any Joe Walsh?
We got Rocky Mountain.
Let's see if I can sort that out. Drifting bodies around the ocean. Flying, not yet quite the notion. Into the flood again. Same old tribute was back then. So I made a big mistake. Trying to see it once my way. Yeah, we into the blood again. Same old
would you?
Have we got Rocky Mountain?
Now, we used to have that when we did the old tracks. I don't know if we've got that as a multi-track.
Oh, no.
I can't think of any way we could do. I tell you, because we've got a shitload of tracks that are in. I wonder if I could get it from here.
Oh, I might have it on here.
I'll tell you what. Simon's going to play one, and I will see if we can sort out a way of making it work. All right? Do you want to do something? What would you like to do?
I don't know. I haven't.
What about Heard It Through the Grapevine?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it when he does that. I get all excited.
No, I haven't got it on my phone.
Okay, I'll see what I can sort out.
So it's on the Dropbox.
Yep.
Could you get me the lyrics, please, do?
Okay. Thank you, Simon. We think we've made it work.
I lost my nibbly bit.
Your nibbly bit. Oh dear. No man ever wants that. Hello, Sonia. I'm still having issues, but I'm always having issues of some description, so hey, let's just add more to them. Right, okay, Joe Walsh. Yeah, we've managed to sort some let's just see if this works. Hang on. Before we get too enthusiastic. I hear something. Think it might work. It's for Tia. To come in straight away, so a couple of bars.
Spent the last years locking man away. Couldn't get much higher. Out to pasture, think it's safe to say. Down to open fire. And we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. 'Cause the rocking man way is better than the way we had. Well, he's telling us this and he's telling us that. Changes every day. Says it doesn't matter. Pieces are loaded and cases are bad. Playing it play by play. Time to change the pattern. 'Cause we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. And the rocking man way is better than the way we had. For you, TM.
That's my favourite bit of the song.
I say so. That was a tad ferocious. Good work.
I fucked up a bit. Anyway.
Well, with the amount of notes you were playing, if you didn't fuck up at some point, I think that would be physically impossible. And Neil said, massive congratulations. It's taken over 5 years, but finally something worked out first time.
Oh, that's so right.
Brosif. We got there. Finally, we got there.
It really was a momentous moment for us, Neil.
Good. Well, that's nice to know we can do that in future.
Yeah.
So, excellent. That gives us a load more scope of other tunes too. Right. What else we got on there? Let's have a little nosy.
Yeah, pick something else from there.
Right. Let's see what we got. And then we'll do some chatty chat time.
Oh, thank you very much, Sonia. You're very kind. How's Archie, by the way?
Still got the blues?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do some Gary Moore. Why not? Classic tune.
I put a new pickup in this today, so that's a Seymour Duncan Black Winter in neon yellow.
Just for this tune.
It's a special order from America, that is. I quite like it.
chorus this time. It has been a while.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, it's all right. That's the joy of this kind of thing. Okay, so Nick has to depart. See you later, Nick. Much love to you, darling. Miss Luck says, nice. Who's Miss Luck? Do we know Miss Luck?
Hello, Miss Luck.
Hello, Miss Luck. How are you doing? Nice solo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Archie's well and still gives the best cuddles. Bless him. Oh my, you are on form tonight. Beautiful. Ding, ding, ding. Ring my bell, Simon.
Can you ring my bell?
Notice the change in the tone the minute you switch to that LTD. Something about that shape and construction that just sounds so much more appropriate.
Also, this has got the EMGs in it, but yeah, it's just... There's like a hardness, but also more of a kind of soulfulness.
Yeah.
Also, this is running... I run... nobody cares. 18 volts for these rather than... So it gives you slightly more headroom.
Check him. Okay, so Glenn, Mr. Glenn Buck has joined us. Hello, Glenn.
Glenn!
Something. And hello, David. How you doing, sir? Glenn told me a little story. He has, because Glenn drums for Born Wild.
Yeah.
And they were supporting a Bon Jovi tribute band at Chinnery's.
Yeah, that was this last weekend gone.
Yeah, and the drummer from the Bon Jovi tribute band was very insistent that Glenn use his kit. And Glenn did warn him that Glenn is a bit of a powerful hitter. There was a post on Facebook from the drummer after the gig saying, "Fuck me, I need to reskin all of my drum kit. Lesson learnt." So Glenn's like, "Fucking warned you. That'll teach you."
How are you, Glenn? How are you doing, man?
Oh, you're right, Pickle. Right. Okay. We're chatty time now.
As you should with AMGs, yes. Well, I don't know. There's also when you run one battery. Sorry, just talking guitars with Rob for a second. When you run one battery, there's a certain amount of the lack of headroom gives you a certain amount of natural compression with them, whereas you have slightly wider headroom, then you've got less of that compression. So there's a difference in the sound and also the articulation of them. But yeah.
So there.
Horses for courses.
Right. It's our chat time, everyone. Here we bloody go. Our chat subject tonight is common sense.
Fuck me, you were right in there.
I was right in there.
And not for the first time.
Prematurist subjectification. There we go. No, premature subjugation. That's something else, isn't it?
Yes, that's something else.
So that's where you spill your load in a country too quick when subjecting the populace. Oh, sorry, subjugated you already. My bad. I didn't even take you out to dinner first. There was no human rights atrocities, just subjugation.
Or if you did in someone's eye.
Yeah. Okay, so the subject is, ladies and gentlemen, common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Right, so set out your stall first and then we'll put the timer on.
What the fuck is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so debate, what is common sense?
That's quite interesting.
Is there a lack of it in the world today? Is there more? Is there less? Where does it develop? What part of the brain is common sense sort of devoted to?
Okay, put 5 minutes up and
then we'll go over that.
Yeah.
So, Simon, how would you define common sense?
So I would have defined common sense as things that you would make obvious sense of. So some people I think cross over intuition with common sense, but it's kind of like if someone said, put your cup on the table and there's a coaster there and there's a bit that's not got a coaster, you would say common sense is to put it on the coaster. But all of those things...
In your house, maybe.
I always have coasters out. And the
Common
amount of people
sense
that
in
will
your
put it
house
right
is to
next the
provide
coaster.
Jaffa cakes to someone who's singing, who then fills up your spit guard full of Jaffa cake.
He did that. He did that on my very, very expensive mic. But yeah, so...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. See, it only took Missy about 4 weeks to clean it down, but that's okay. That's what she gets paid
I owe
for.
that woman so much.
It's what she gets paid for. So, she doesn't. So yeah, so it's that thing of your experience and your history. As you grow up, you're learning these little bits of information, and I would say those are the things that are the obvious sense of any situation. Would you differ from that? Because if you don't differ from that, we've got kind of 3 minutes 20 seconds to.
We never adhere to the time. I don't know. I don't know if it's, again, because certain things you could say are common sense, but also the whole like drink on a coaster thing can also just be etiquette and manners and things like that.
But
So,
wouldn't common sense come under that?
I don't know. Is common sense derived from... Can you have common sense without world experience? Or does one feed the other?
I would absolutely say one feeds the other. Your common sense are kinds of things that go without saying because you've learnt them already, or you should have. They're kind of things that apply to everybody, I would say. Does anyone think that's different? How would you define that any differently?
Because we obviously get people who, even as they go through life and they gain experience, still repeat the same patterns and the same mistakes. So obviously common sense doesn't creep into that equation, because common sense would be not to repeat that same mistake. So it's not just experience, is it? There must be a certain mindset.
So explain that to me. So I don't quite get. So TL said, I've been searching for this thing called common sense, but it eludes me.
You and me both, my boy. The fact is that if experience is one of the things that feeds common sense, so the more you experience, the more in theory your common sense should, your common sense should prevail. But there's a lot of people out there who that doesn't happen with. So they will repeat the same mistakes. They will still go down avenues where everything logically says, But, so do you think logic has a big part of common sense?
Yeah, absolutely right. So Rob said, the saying is you can't teach it, but fuck me, the amount of fucksticks in the world who need some more. There must be a way. So yeah, I
Could
would
it be given intravenously?
So give me an example of what you would say common sense is.
Yeah, okay. So
if a train's coming your way and you're standing on the tracks, common sense would say you would move out the way.
True.
So how would you know that unless you have an experience of, first of all, what a train is, secondly, what a collision is, the fact that you shouldn't be on the train tracks. So all those elements are built in your history and evolution of what you've learnt.
Okay, but say, for example,
and also those things are all logical.
Okay, but let's add into the equation that there's somebody who, for example, you got the train tracks, yeah, and the barriers have come down and there's a train coming, but someone decides to still walk across it, even though they can see all these warning signs.
So you would say common sense would say you don't do that.
Yeah, but they still do it.
Yeah. So that is one of the foremost mentioned fucksticks, I think, that Rob's referring to.
It's also a form of natural selection.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, so that's what I would say. That
so that's an interesting point.
Ooh!
Do you think, because back in day, you know, clubs, cavemen pulling everyone by beards and hair and things, you had to have more common sense and savvy to stay alive.
Yeah.
Whereas these days, there are so many nets that can catch you if you are an imbecile.
Yeah.
So therefore, is common sense being bred out of us because there are more people without common sense? Or do you think, again, common sense is derived from being in that situation? Because natural selection, in its early days, if you were stupid, the punishment for being stupid was generally death.
Well, not just death, but it could be severe injury, or it could be sometimes the death of somebody else. But it would be so. Again, the only thing that stops people doing things is deterrence. So something that affects you in a negative way. So yeah, I would say common sense. You know, you see a boiling pan, you think, oh, I'll put my hand in that, or you see a fire and you think, oh, I'll warm my hair by the side of the fire, or something like that, and then you get too close and you set it alight. All those things I would say are kind of common sense. But then I think in today's society, so something that kind of always makes me chuckle a bit to myself is, excuse me, if ever you're watching, say, a TV program or something like that, and it says, fair enough, it says this program has flashing strobing lights or something, but if it says, you know, after a program you've watched, and you know the program you watched is going to be about, I don't know, sensitive material of some sort or whatever, and it says, if you need help, you know, like if you've been distressed by this or help, the programs have to take a kind of proactive measure to say, like, you know, go to this channel 4 stroke whatever page to, like, you know, help you with whatever trauma you've had from this program. So you would say, but part of that is if you're going to watch a program and maybe be aware of the content, common sense would say that that may upset you or whatever. But would it? I think there's so many things where, you know, they talk about a nanny state, or they talk about where people, everything's arranged for the lowest common denominator of human being that doesn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, it's much easier these days to be an idiot. Whereas TL said, the person with the most knowledge has the most common sense. I disagree.
Why?
Again, because it depends what you class as knowledge.
So I think that's a really good point. So I think that's really interesting what you said, TL. I've known loads of really, you know, like university lecturers
academically.
And stuff. Yeah. There's a GP that I know. She's very knowledgeable as a GP and whatever, and she has absolutely zero common sense. Unbelievably no common sense. And I find that really interesting because there's lots of people like that, and you were talking about street smarts and stuff the other day.
Yeah, it's something very interesting. I was watching. It was really good. There's I check it out.
Sorry,
guys.
I just read what Rob. So we just go to Rob. The type of people who say, "But the sat nav told me," instead of using their fucking eyes.
Driving the wrong way into a motorway. Case in point, sir.
Jim says, not necessarily. Someone can be super intelligent and still have no sense. I do kind of agree with that. Sonia says, like knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Common sense is not putting it in the fruit salad. That's really interesting, actually, the way Sonia said that. So, yeah, that's really interesting.
Because it's, again, is there... I think.
So I would say, like Sonia's example, that is common sense, isn't it?
Yeah, and I do think that common sense is tied in with intuition.
Yeah, and exactly like Rob said there as well, when, you know, in the face of all other evidence, you're just going, well, I'm just going to blindly follow this thing. You know?
Yeah, this series, it's where basically they get a lot of people on the spectrum interview celebrities. Yeah. Really good. And the Danny Dyer one was fantastic. I don't
think I saw that one.
I don't know much about Danny Dyer, but after watching this, it was like, okay, I'm actually quite impressed with you.
He talks really well. Every time I've seen him speak, he speaks so well.
Yeah, he's very, and he speaks from the heart as well.
Very honest, yeah.
Yeah, really candid. And he was saying that one of the things that he feels sort of sad about is that he said, my kids aren't street smart. And he said the reason is because they now get chauffeured. Like I said, I grew up on the streets. I had to make my way. I had to do this, that, and the other. I learned sort of street smart and common sense. He said, my kids get ferried back.
Cosseted too much and haven't fended for themselves.
He said they get dropped off everywhere in a Mercedes.
So, Miss Luck, thank you for joining in, Miss Luck. It's common sense for the farmer. It's common sense that common sense for the farmer is not the same as common sense for the big city boy. Yet.
Yeah, in common sense, they both need it for survival. What, in their particular environment?
I'm really sorry because I don't quite understand what you're saying there. I think what you're saying is things that a farmer might use as common sense, a big city boy would not know those things because it would apply to their trade and vice versa, maybe.
So maybe a big city boy in the stock market
or to their environment, I should say, rather than their trade, but to their environment. Yet it's common sense they both need for survival. So... yeah, I don't know if I'm right. So if I'm right, or wrong, let me know. I think that's what you're saying. Neil said H&S is the biggest common sense safety net, health and safety. Sorry, it's I don't know that word.
It's a ball ache.
Oh, it's a ball. I was
Bala.
Balashier.
It's a balashay.
I'm such a
of
fucking
the
idiot.
highest of
It's a
tier.
balashay to run in a company, but the need to treat everyone as thick as pig shit is fair guide. That's uncommon sense. That's very true, Neil.
Very,
I
very true.
really agree with that. If you think you're on the M075, you are definitely going the wrong way. Oh, right, I see. TL said, I've defined common sense many times. I still know I was making stupid choices. I've defied common sense, not defined, so I do apologise. I've defied common sense so many times, I still know I was making stupid choices.
So that's interesting. So why do you feel, I mean, obviously we're all human and we all have emotions, we all have drives and passions and everything, and it leads us to do silly things. So...
But is that not the case when you make a quick decision and maybe you've not thought something through? So you've taken part of the evidence, you've balanced it up and then maybe plumbed for the wrong decision, and then straight after your brain's still working through the problem and goes, oh no, actually you should have gone that way, and then you go, oh, I fucked up there.
I don't know, because a lot of the times some of the stupid decisions we make, we have lots of time to make them, but yet we still go down there probably because the emotions are running riot and it's overriding.
I think as well common sense, I think that's a really valid, really important point. Sometimes common sense would dictate someone's treating you badly, say in a relationship or something like that, and you go, I need to walk away, but then your
I'm looking at you. This could apply to anybody, but I'm looking at you.
Your emotions overrun. Right, Miss Luck said, again, thank you for joining. Yes, depends on what environment your life's in. Country versus New York City. Yeah.
Do you think, though, somebody with common sense and intuition would be able to thrive in most... I had a friend of mine. He was sadly he passed away a while back, but he was academically useless, but he was kind of like a successful Del boy.
But
so
I know so many people.
He could make money out of any situation.
On both sides of that, people that are academically extremely astute, yet they have really poor intuition, they have really poor common sense, they have really poor interpersonal skills, and then people that are academically very, very poor, but they're so street smart, they're so good at
problem solving and
improvisation
as well. I find
it's all problem solving, really.
Yeah.
I look at logic as, some people think if you just know things, that's logic, but that's intelligence. Sorry, I'm getting the two things wrong. Is intelligence, but problem solving is intelligence, and logic is the process of problem solving.
Yeah, it's being able to put the points together and creating...
I mean, you need to know things to be able to problem solve. So you need information. If you don't know, you've got A, B, C plus D equals whatever the result is, you need to know what the contents of those things are. So you need information to be able to work out a solution. But that thing of, I find that really interesting when people are academically brilliant and just don't have any common sense, and vice versa. People that are really streetwise but academically really poor, yet their intuition will be really good, or they'll be able to work their way through things amazingly.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Thank you for that, everyone. That was our little chat on the subject of common sense. Oh, this hasn't worked properly again. Bloody thing. There we go. Hey, hello, we're back. Okay, everyone, we're going to do one more tune and call it a night, because I will need to get to bed and lay down, because my eyes are starting to go funny and the headaches are kicking in. So let's do one more.
Choose something from there.
What you're on now? Or that?
Yeah, should we do that?
Yep. All right, Danny Dyer, I started model building. Do you know what I did? I bought Hogwarts and I built the fucker. Then I smashed it up because I had nowhere to put the gun. See, how can you not love someone like that?
Ready?
I will be. Want to find the words?
Homer said, common sense would be not thinking you could debate within 5 minutes. Touché.
Touché, sir.
Touché. You've tooed our shay there.
You've shared our two.
flow. Dogs arrive like butterflies. Oh, he don't know, so he chases them away. Yeah. Oh, someday, yeah, he'll begin his life again. Oh, whispering hands gently lead him away. Him away, him away. Yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Even flow, dogs arrive like butterflies. Oh, he don't know, yeah, he chases them away. Yeah. Oh, someday, yeah, he'll begin his life again. Oh, whispering words gently lead him away. Him away, him away. Yeah. Oh, well done, sir. All right, everybody, I'm fucking knackered. So,
Really, you're really feeling it now, yeah?
yeah. So basically, this was a little test to see whether because I've got a 1 hour gig at the weekend. So this was just to see. Mark, so
Right, Mark.
I'm really glad you managed to get a dep in for Friday, Mark. So I hope you have a really good gig. I was supposed to be playing with those guys, but at the moment, 2 hours of lugging gear around and playing bass is, I think, a little bit beyond me, unfortunately, which sucks. So,
We'll need to get you a little Zimmer so that you can walk more steadily.
as long as I can say, if I can just do everything laying down, fucking happy days. So I'll do a Bono, that concert where he's been really pretentious and singing laying down, looking at the stars on stage. It's like,
Is he?
Bono.
I like Bono. I won't have a word said against him.
Apparently, didn't he manage to get together to negotiate a peace thing? He managed to get.
He's done so many amazing things in his life.
I didn't realise he all these various sects and countries that wouldn't speak to each other.
Yeah.
He managed to get them all in the same room and actually negotiated some kind of peace deal.
Yep.
It's like, fucking hell! Hats off.
Bono.
Hey, let's all do a Bono salute. Bono. May you wear your sunglasses in lightened rooms indoors, Bono. Always. All right, everyone. Take care. Thanks very much for joining in. And I didn't think it went. And this is where my words start fucking up. Bye. Goodbye.
Have
Take
a great
care,
week
everyone.
and be kind.
Much
Thank you
love
so
to
much for
See you
joining in.
soon.
Bye.